So running a seven-figure business should feel like success, right? So why do so many business owners still feel broke? They're making millions, but they have nothing to show for it at the end of the month. The truth is, most business owners are playing the wrong financial game, and it's costing them big. So in this video, I'm going to break down why even high revenue businesses still struggle with cash flow, the biggest mistakes keeping you in financial stress, and my CFO playbook that will help you keep more of what you make so you can scale profitably without feeling broke. So stick with me to the end and I'll show you how to take back your business finances and start to build real wealth. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? Brian Rivera here, CPA, and I wanted to welcome you back to the channel. So on this channel, I talk about a lot of different topics to include business, taxes, entrepreneurship, investing, all that good stuff. So if you're brand new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So over the years, I've been blessed with the opportunity to work with many different businesses, a lot of them doing 7 and even 8 figures in revenue. And guess what? Many of them are still living paycheck to paycheck. They're just doing it on a bigger scale. Some stats for you: 61% of small businesses struggle with cash flow. 29% of startups fail because they run out of cash. And only 50% of businesses make it past year 5. And here's why. Revenue does not equal cash flow, and cash flow does not equal profit. Business owners get trapped in a cycle of growing sales, reinvesting everything back into the business, and paying massive tax bills without ever paying themselves first. You're making money, but it's all going to somewhere else. To employees, to expenses, to taxes, and reinvestments. If that sounds familiar, keep watching. Let's talk about the biggest financial mistakes that keep business owners broke, even at the 7-figure mark. So mistake number 1 is confusing revenue with profit. So you might have $1 million in sales, but if you have $950,000 in expenses, you don't actually have $1 million business. You're actually running a very high risk job, not tracking gross margin. So a business with high revenue, but low profit margins will always struggle. And if you're at 10% margin or less in your business, you're grinding for scraps, spending to keep up with growth. The bigger the business, the bigger their expenses. But more revenue does not always mean more take-home pay for you as the business owner. Mistake number 2 that I see is scaling without a cash flow plan. Like I mentioned earlier, more revenue usually means more expenses. If you don't have a clear cash flow system, your business will always be one mistake away from financial disaster. A 7-figure business should have at least 3 to 6 months of operating expenses saved up. Now, this can be in a business bank account or checking account. You can invest it in short-term securities, things like that, but it needs to be liquid enough to where you can access that capital within 24 hours. Most don't actually do this, so they end up scrambling when business slows down. So scaling too fast using high interest loans or even credit cards can choke your growth. Using lines of credit, business lines of credit, short-term loans, credit cards, if the return that you're making on this borrowing is not beating the interest that you're paying, usually that's a losing game. But if you can do it right, obviously you can scale your business much faster. Growth should be sustainable and not a financial gamble. Mistake number 3 is not planning for taxes. Too many business owners get hit with massive tax bills during tax season because they failed to plan for it. If you don't control your tax strategy, you're leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. I mean, there's simple things that you can do, like using tax deferred accounts such as solo 401ks, SEP IRAs, HSA accounts. And these are simple things that you can implement on your own, but there's a lot of other strategies out there that can help reduce your taxable income, but you must work with your CFO or your tax strategist. Bottom line, if you're not using these things, you're paying too much in taxes. Now, if your CPA or your tax accountant is only talking to you during tax season, you're playing defense, you're not playing offense. If your income is high enough, you need strategic planning throughout the year. So if anything I'm saying is resonating with you or hitting home, our team has created a fractional CFO and accounting team that works with online business owners like you every day to fix cash flow, optimize taxes, and ultimately help you scale your profitability. Now, if you want CFO level insights tailored to your business, stick around. I'm going to give you the exact playbook that we use with our clients. Number 1, most important, pay yourself first. I can't stress this enough. Set a fixed percentage of revenue as owner pay and separate this from your operating expenses. You may know this as salary or owner compensation if you're an S Corp, but profit works first for a reason. And the reason it works is physically separating profit prevents overspending. And you want to get into the mind frame of treating your business like an investment, because one day you might want to sell. But if you look at how a lot of the big publicly traded companies are treated, they treat them like assets and the owners pay themselves dividends. Treat your business like an asset, not like a job. Step number 2 is you want to automate your cash flow. So you can use the 4-account system that's going to be revenue, operating expenses, taxes, and profit. Every single dollar that comes in should be allocated immediately. Maybe you can have a percentage-based allocation. 10% can go to profit, 30% to taxes, 60% to operation. Really, you can adjust this based on your individual business. And the other thing is you want to try and review your cash flow weekly and not just monthly. And the reason for that is most businesses are operating on lagging data. So having real-time data can help you make real-time business decisions. So step number 3 of the CFO Playbook is you want to have a proactive tax strategy. Don't wait for tax season. So you want to work with your CFO or your tax strategist to optimize deductions, making sure that you have the proper legal entity structure, because ultimately you want to reduce your taxable income legally. And you can use your entity structuring to your advantage. S Corps, LLCs, and C Corps, all these things have different tax ramifications. So choosing the right one can save you thousands. Accelerating deductions and deferring income. Strategic expense timing can shift tax burdens in your favor. Maybe you're paying out a big bonus. Instead of paying those in December, maybe you shift them to April. Just an idea. So step number 4 is you want to build a profit model, not just a growth model. Growth is sexy and everybody is chasing it, but profit is what keeps you in business. Cut unnecessary expenses, increase profit margins, and optimize pricing strategies. Raise prices strategically. Many business owners are undercharging for their products or services. Raising prices slightly can dramatically increase margins. Eliminate low margin services and products. Double down on what's working and eliminate the rest. So now that you've got some insight on the CFO Playbook, the question is, what are you going to do with this? The most successful business owners don't try to do this alone. They work with experts to make sure that their business is both profitable and scalable. So if you're looking for a fractional CFO and accounting team that can bolt into your business on day one, I'm going to drop a link below with some more information and on how you can apply to work with our team. We only work with a limited number of businesses because our goal is to maximize the value that we provide the businesses. And if you found value in today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and even drop a comment below and let me know what are some of the biggest financial challenges you're going through with your business. I might just answer it on my next video. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you at the next one. Have a good one.